Welcome back to another episode of the Cheater's Guide to FNaF World, where today I will be talking about the chips and how they actually work. Let's dive in. The save file entries to look at here are the Cs and actives. There are 21 Cs, one for each chip, and 4 actives, one for each slot you can use for a chip. The game cannot create other chips, so adding a C with some other number will do nothing. If you add a number value to an active slot for an invalid chip, the slot will still be used, it just won't give you anything. You can also put the same chip into multiple slots, but these don't stack, so you'll get the effect only once, same as normal. The Headstart and Endless chips each give a buff to your team, either strength, defense, or speed. Headstart will last for only the beginning of the battle, and can be removed early if your opponent uses Gloom on you. Endless will last the entire battle and cannot be gloomed. The effect for Headstart and Endless is the same otherwise, and also works the same as in-battle buffs thrown by party members. The strength buff increases your attack power, defense blocks some damage from enemy attacks, and speed decreases the wait time between attacks. Quickstart Party causes enemies to wait a bit longer before attacking, giving you an opportunity to get more moves in without worrying about taking hits. Run Luck increases your chance of successfully running away from a battle. Note, you cannot run from boss battles even with this chip engaged. Find Characters increases your chances of getting a challenger after a battle. While the game normally has a 1 in 5 chance, this chip causes it to attempt after every battle. However, if the challenger it selects is a character you have already unlocked, it will fail, which is why it often takes so long to get the last few characters. Curse Status will cause all enemies to begin the battle with all 3 debuffs. They will attack less frequently, do less damage, and take more damage from your attacks. The block chips do exactly what they say they do. Block Jumpscare will make you immune to Jumpscare, and Block Unscrew will nullify both Unscrew and Escape Key. Auto Regen causes your party to heal periodically. The amount is determined by your area or what realm you're currently in. The higher the area, the more HP you will gain from the chip. Auto Giftboxes makes you start each battle with a full set of Giftboxes, giving each character an extra life. Auto Shield creates a permanent neon wall that cannot be removed by Gloom. The neon wall blocks half the damage from enemy attacks and completely nullifies Alarm. Auto Mimic creates a permanent Mimic Ball, which copies most attacks thrown by your party. Note that it takes its own turn in the turn order, meaning you will be throwing attacks from actual characters less often. Evercomets, Pizza Fury, Freddle Fury, and Counter Bite all work essentially the same way. Evercomet Weak and Strong both summon comets that can do damage to multiple enemies. Counter Bite will cause enemies to receive a rebound bite every time they attack you. Pizza Fury summons constant pizza wheels, and Freddle Fury summons constant freddles. Each attack has a default damage value. Comets do between 25 and 35 damage, the same regardless of which Evercomet chip you have engaged. The only difference between the two is how frequently the comets fall. Pizza wheels range from 1 to 4 damage, though each wheel can hit multiple times. Freddles are 20 to 30 and sometimes miss. Counter Bite has a broader range in the 200s, making it the highest damage dealing chip. When you go into your first encounter, the chips will keep their default values until you throw an attack. Then the damage value adjusts depending on the power level of the character you used last. The effect may not be terribly noticeable at first, especially with the comets, which have their own power variable, and Counter Bite since its default value is already high. But if you're using a super leveled character, your comets, pizzas, freddles, and bites will suddenly start dealing massive amounts of damage. The augmented damage value carries over between battles, meaning you can now sit back and let the chips defeat all your enemies for you if you wish. However, as soon as you reload, anytime you see one of the character loading screens, chip damage returns to default. Chip damage is also increased by getting the power buff and giving enemies defense down. Therefore, the maximum amount of chip damage you can deal with any given character is to have both active simultaneously. That's all for now. Let me know what you think the best chips are and tell me what you think I should cover next. See ya!